This is a review of factoring. Factoring is the process of finding the factors of a number or an expression, where the factors are the things that multiply together to get you what you're looking for. Numbers have factors, as you can see here. 2 and 3 are factors of 6 because 2 times 3 will give you 6. And expressions have factors also. As you can see, x plus 3 and x plus 1 are factors of this expression because x plus 3 times x plus 1 will result in this same expression. Now we will be going over two types of factoring. Factoring out common factors and also separating trinomials. Let's try this example. We have the binomial 2x plus 6. Let's think of the factors of 2 and 6 to see if there's a common one. We see here that the factors of 2 are 1 and 2 because 1 times 2 gives you 2. We also see that the factors of 6 are 1 and 6 and 2 and 3. Hopefully you noticed that there was a common factor, 2. Now that we found our common factor of 2, let's divide it out of our binomial. We will place it out in front of our binomial and then divide each term by this factor. 2x divided by 2 will give you x, and 6 divided by 2 will leave you 3. And that's basically how you factor out the common factor out of a binomial. Let's try to find the common factor in this trinomial. Just because there's more terms doesn't mean it's more complicated. Let's look at this example. 3x squared plus 2x minus 7. Is there a common factor that we can divide out? This one was just a test. There is no common factor that we can factor out of this trinomial, but let's try this one. 3x squared plus 9x minus 12. Is there a common factor that we can divide out of all the terms? Hopefully you saw that 3 can be divided out of all of the terms. Let's see if you can find out what's left when you divide 3 out. You will be left with x squared plus 3x minus 4. Another type of factoring that we will go over is separating a trinomial into a product of two binomials. In other words, separating an expression that has 3 terms into 2 sets of parentheses. When factoring trinomials, you will take into consideration the factors of the first term and also the factors of the last term that add up to the coefficient of the middle term. In this example, we are going to look for the factors of x squared, and then we will look for the factors of 8 that also add up to 6. It sounds complicated, but let's walk through it. In our example, our first term is x squared. X times x multiply together to give you x squared. So we will use these factors. We place the factors of x squared first in our parentheses. And now we will look for the factors of 8 that add up to the middle coefficient, which is 6. We see here that the factors of 8 are 1 and 8 and 2 and 4. Now which one of these pairs add up to 6? Hopefully you chose 2 and 4. 2 plus 4 will give us 6. So we will use these. Here we use the factors of 8 to finish off our binomials. We can now see that x squared plus 6x plus 8 factor to the binomials x plus 4 and x plus 2. Now try a little factoring on your own. We have the trinomial x squared plus 5x plus 6. Remember, find the factors of the first term and then find the factors of the last term that add up to the coefficient of the middle term. Good luck. Hopefully you found that x squared plus 5x plus 6 factors out to x plus 3 times x plus 2. And that's it for factoring. Thanks for watching, and I hope it helped.